Hi, hi. Welcome to another episode of Rant with Rhea. That's not an actual series. I just called it that as I put on the camera. Anyways, my last YouTube video, the one I made specifically in landscape mode for YouTube, was not planned. I just started ranting, talking about how I've been consistent and invisible and all of that. Today is another rant. And this one, I'm specifically doing it for anybody who's been having the urge to leave their job, to leave a familiar ground, to leave your comfort zone and go for something that's been calling you for years. Yep, this one is for you guys. So I don't know when this video is finally going to get traction, but I want a situation whereby wherever anybody comes across it, they learn from me, my mistakes, my lessons. I'm still in the rut. I'm still in the messy middle. So let's get to it. You see, this whole July makes it 7 months since I left content marketing, content writing, and decided I wanted to do creative work. I got tired. It was draining me. I got tired of doing work that felt draining. Every time I sat on my laptop to work, I would feel like I was carrying the burden of the whole world, but I would only feel better when I got paid by my clients. And I felt like I could be more. I remember I had an identity crisis in around September, October last year, and a friend was like, I should get married. And when I get married and I have children, life will have more meaning. But I knew that my life was more than getting married and having children. I felt like I was there for something more that I hadn't tapped into, and I wanted to tap into it. So I started journaling. Journaling helped me get to know myself better. And then I decided I was going to go back to my childhood and do the things that gave my childhood self joy. What gave my childhood self joy? Writing creatively, creative work, drama, directing. I remember as a child, I wanted my dad to take me to a studio, and when Destiny Kids were reigning, I wanted to be my own version. I wrote songs then and for my siblings and I. And then my dad refused, apparently had other worries than taking a child to a studio. And then I remember I used to gather my friends, my peers then, and take them into a room and come up with stories and direct them to act it and all of that. And that's too. And then I also remember into that direction, I also love to teach in a way, but I didn't want to be a teacher. My mom is a teacher, and I do not enjoy teaching, please. I don't enjoy teaching in the traditional sense, but I enjoy sharing my knowledge. There's this spark that lights up when you ask me to talk about storytelling, to write stories, to teach people how I tell stories. And I said, okay, fine. I was going to monetize my knowledge. This is what I want to do, to monetize my knowledge. And I, to monetize my knowledge, I organized a strategy session I organize strategy sessions for fashion designers, and I also, what else did I do? I rebranded Ria Kosher. I developed a strategy plan for Ria Kosher that was built on storytelling, which is something that I love to do with all my life, something that gives me joy. I just wanted to do creative, but that's the long and short of it. And in 7 months, I've not hit it financially, but I think I'm building a body of work. I'm aiming for prolificness, and it just feels draining sometimes. Okay, let's count from January. January, okay, December 2025, I created the strategy document for Riakusha. January, I started rebranding Riakusha. February, I released the fashion film for Riakusha. March, I still, I executed the Kosharians campaign for Riakusha, where we launched the private chamber. And then I also held a class, a master class for fashion entrepreneurs, where I taught them fashion storytelling. And then I started writing a course on the topic. And then April, I completed the Ofita Dubria series. Then May, what did I do? What major thing did I do in May? Oh, May, I completed writing my book. What's the title of the book? Oh, I didn't finish it then. Consistency Bible, I didn't finish it then. I didn't finish the book then, but I was still, May, I had a mental breakdown. Mental breakdown. Oh my God, May was very stressful for me, not having money, struggling to write a book on consistency when you are doubting yourself and wondering what's the result of consistency that hasn't paid you. And then June, I launched my book. June 14th. And then July, this is July. I'm broke. I'm broke as hell. No money in my accounts. And whew, I'm just wondering. I'm genuinely wondering. I know I made the right decision. I mean, the fact that I've been able to do these things without any monetary motivation is proof that this is my soul's work. And right now, I'm building a course for fashion designers and entrepreneurs on how to tell better fashion stories. And sometimes I wonder who is going to buy the course. How will I market it? I don't have followers. My visibility is trash. But then I'm focusing on creating because I said I wanted to do creative work. So I have just one job to create. And I have some mantras, not mantras per se. I have some affirmations I read every day from the artist way, one of which is great creator. I will take care of the quantity, you take care of the quality. So that way I focus on creating more work while God focus on the quality. And then I also say to myself, I'm a channel for God's creativity and my work comes to good. Every morning I tell myself that I'm a channel for God's creativity. So now I no longer see myself as a content marketer or a copywriter, a brand marketer, or a creative strategist. I see myself as a channel for God's creativity. And if the spirit of creation in me, the spirit of God in me directs me to go stand in front of a camera and act in Hollywood film, of course I'll do it. I'm just expressing God through my talents. And I believe that my dreams come from God and God has the power to accomplish them. So if you have been having the urge to quit the familiar and go for the uncertain, I recognize the anxiety you might be feeling now. And I'm not going to tell you that it's rosy. It's not. Right now, I'm on a 36 alternate day um campaign for Kosher. And I've not been able to shoot episode 15. Yes, if I'm not mistaken, episode 14, because I don't have the money to go out. And it makes me feel foolish. I have the skills. I can write copy, I can write content, I can do creative strategy, I can think for brands. That's one of the things I offer fashion brands. I can think for you. I can direct, I can produce a film, a commercial. I mean, I've done one for Kosher has just been like what I'm working for, producing my body of work. And it's not going to be easy. Yours might be faster than mine. Mine is just, I mean, asking God, is there a veil covering me? Can you take off the veil? Let people see me. Let people see that I'm a star. I'm a superstar. Let people see it. But then, well, it is what it is. I do hope that the veil of this veil of invisibility or visibility, I do hope that it comes off very soon and the world recognizes the superstar that I am. For now, if you need someone to help you think for your brand, to come up with campaigns, copy, create UGC content. Oh, I'm also a UGC content creator too. Just hit me up. Leave a comment in this video, send me a DM. Ooh, I'm sad that I had to hide it in the ending part of this video, but well, thank you so much for watching. Thank you for watching. Even if it's one person who watches my videos, I'm so grateful. I love you. And I do hope that okay, is it one thing I tell myself? I'm also very good at deluding myself. So I tell myself that okay, let's build the body of work. The fans are going to come very soon. The audience will come very soon. So this is one video I'm making for the audience, and I do hope that when the audience finally comes, you who have watched this video today will feel proud because you were a part of my journey, and I don't take it for granted. Bye.